Hello and welcome, Fall 2020 coaches. Thank you so much for taking time to review this training, during which we will just review some council-specific information for the Northern Virginia region. Joining me today is Hunter Rezick, our Community Partnership Associate, and as you all know, I am Christina Lombacher, our Volunteer Associate.
So the first thing we want to go over is the fall season timeline. So RSVPs were due August 17th, but we still have that window open in case anyone wants to submit an RSVP up until the end of this month. And then registration for girls will open August 31st all the way through September 22nd. From there, we'll send team confirmations to the coaches on September 23rd. Late registration is optional, and that will run from September 23rd to October 9th. For in-person teams, September 26th will be coach supply pickup. For virtual teams, we will be mailing supplies. And then the fall season begins the week of September 28th, wrapping up in the 5K weekend. And another note we wanted to make here is that 5K registration will go live the same day as registration on August 31st. And virtual teams, your 5K week will be November 16th through the 20th. With registration adjustments this season, it is an 8-week season, so we did adjust the cost to reflect the shorter season, so it'll range from $18 to $140, as well as financial assistance will still be available, such as payment plans. We'll have the option for check or e-checks, as well as delayed payment options.
Regardless of whether or not you are assigned to a team already, I just want to go over some program delivery options that you'll be seeing this fall. So of course we have our in-person teams and the curriculum modifications, which can be found in the Coach Guide Addendum, do adhere to CDC and physical distancing guidelines for those teams. We'll also be providing teams that are meeting in person with masks, hand sanitizer, and sanitizing wipes so they can ensure that they're having safe in-practice meetings. Our virtual teams will provide coaches with a virtual facilitation guidebook so that they can lead the 40 to 45-minute practices. Journals will also be mailed home to every girl with all the activity sheets for the season. Coaches will also receive a copy of this journal so they can understand what the girls are looking at and they can all follow along together. For teams that are meeting potentially in person and virtually, a combination of both, whether that be to practice in person once a week and virtually once a week, or you're practicing in person and something comes up where you have to cancel the in-person practice and switch to virtual. That's really easy to do because in-person teams will also receive that journal, so girls can participate from home easily if they have to miss a practice or if they go virtual. To touch on our virtual season just a little bit more, since this is new to everybody, families will have the option to enroll their daughter in a fully virtual season if preferred. And with that, the practices will be facilitated by our amazing coaches twice a week and will be about 40 minutes long. With that, of course, where it will differ the most from in-person practices, other than being conducted virtually, is that girls and coaches will start the warm-up activity together and complete the workout individually off the call. Girls can then keep track of their goals and progress in their journals, with coaches checking in at the beginning of the next practice. Microsoft Teams and Google Meet are great free options to facilitate your practice virtually. However, coaching teams will have the discretion to select the platform that works best for them. And we have a virtual toolkit that has some more options of virtual platforms that you can check out as well. As in previous seasons, we'll of course have our end of season celebrations for our team 5Ks and our virtual 5Ks. For those teams that will be practicing in person, they'll be hosting a site-based 5K at their practice location. We'll provide all the materials that they'll need to make it a truly special celebration, to include finish line materials, snacks, medals, and so much more. We can also supply some volunteers to help out during your site-based 5K. If that's something you need, just let us know. For our virtual teams, similarly to the spring, they'll be completing a virtual 5K, and as Hunter said, that will be the week of November 16th through the 22nd. We will be mailing all virtual 5K participants their 5K goodie bags with all the 5K materials that they'll need. Some safety considerations for in-person practices is, we'll start with face coverings. Of course, we want everyone to wear a face covering as much as possible, especially in instances where physical distancing is difficult to maintain. We will be providing masks to the teams, but we do encourage all girls and coaches to bring their own masks, just because the masks we'll be providing will be of the disposable nature. For snacks and drinks, please make sure that the girls do not share their water bottles or any food. And snacks that are brought to practice should be individually and pre-packaged. Please encourage girls to stay home if they or someone in their household is not feeling well, or has had symptoms related to the coronavirus. Hand hygiene, of course, we want to encourage our girls to wash their hands frequently as well as use the hand sanitizer provided by us to the teams. Tell the girls to cough or sneeze into a tissue that can then be thrown away rather than into their sleeve. And of course, unfortunately, we know we love to give high fives and hugs to the girls when we see them and when they're doing a great job. However, encourage alternate greetings like a contactless secret handshake or a fun dance, but try to avoid a physical touch at all times.
And with the curriculum, it is property of the Girls on the Run International, so we do ask that you keep the curriculum within the GOTR realm and practices and not shared anywhere else. This season, we will be using the version 1 of both the Girls on the Run and the Heart and Soul curriculum. The curriculum has been modified for the 8-week season, and more details about which lessons are included are in the Coach Addendum in the Coach portal. With the season supplies, of course, virtual, as Christina mentioned, they will be mailed to coaches prior to the start of season. T-shirts will also be mailed, and then the virtual 5K participants will be mailed any and all 5K supplies and goodies. For in-person teams, the coach supply pickup, or other words, the supplies you'll need for your season, will be available for pickup at our office in Fairfax Saturday, September 26th. More details will be in our emails about that. And along with that, you'll be able to get a $25 Target gift card to support any extra supplies you may need for the season. More details are to come about the t-shirts for girls and coaches as we are still working on the details. And of course, we'll keep you updated via email.
So as always, we want to ensure that we are communicating and engaging family members, especially in the virtual sphere. Some of the key roles that family members have are providing access to the technology for our girls. They can also support logging on and reminders. Young girls can sometimes be a little bit forgetful, so parents and guardians can definitely help to remind them of when practices are. And since they will not be completing the workout with their team and coaches, family members can provide support by being workout buddies or offering encouragements to the girl to stay motivated and accountable during the workout. For in-person practices, their key roles are to provide them transportation to and from practice, as well as keep them accountable, making sure that they're staying on track with all of the goals that they're having. Some strategies for family communication and engagement include our first day welcome letter, which you can find in the coach portal. Virtual preseason meeting may be a good idea, just so everyone can see who their coaches are for their GOTR girl. We have grown-up guides available for family members. Just let us know, but those are also available in the coach portal. And then of course we have weekly communication email templates as well, all available in our coach portal. As in previous seasons, we encourage all coaches to utilize the Raceplanner Attendance App. It is available for free in the Apple App Store or Google Play. It's very important because it provides critical information about the participants on your team right on your phone, and that can include any sort of emergency contact information, allergies, birthdays if you want to celebrate if they're coming up. Some new features include being able to categorize your practices as in-person or virtual, which is especially important for teams that may be transitioning in between the two. And of course, it's for tracking attendance. And that's particularly important this season, especially for virtual teams, because being able to accurately track attendance of practices helps us in a few ways. It helps us to identify girls who may have issues accessing our program, either in person or virtual. It also helps to identify sites that are in need of more support. It identifies strong sites so that we can begin to see what's going right at those sites and try to help other teams by modeling them after the stronger teams. It also helps to identify trends both on the individual and team level. And of course, it showcases the impact that our amazing coaches have on our GOTR girls.
And with the Coach Portal, this is a one-stop shop for all resources that is available on our website. It does have a username and password, which is here to the right. On here, you'll find such resources such as the curriculum, of course, which you'll use throughout the season, coach admin, information, program promotion flyers, email templates, also any certificates of insurance and our season timeline. And we'll make sure to update any information regarding the 5K as well on our coach portal. And just to give you an idea of what that looks like when you log in, this is the screen that you'll be able to find all this various information.
So as we begin to wrap up, I'm just going to go over some frequently asked questions. That'll be a little bit repetitive of the information we already provided, so just quick snapshots. So virtual programming, Again, practices will be facilitated by coaches twice a week and will run about 40 minutes long. You can use Zoom, Microsoft Teams, Google Meet, whatever the preferred platform option is for your coaching team. And the team will begin the workout together and finish it individually. Girls can then log into the call either through a webcam-enabled device like a tablet, computer, or smartphone, or via phone if they do not have access to a smart device. Our inclement weather policy, practices will be held rain or shine and outside whenever possible. If the in-person practice does have an approved indoor location, please use that. If the weather is not facilitating or not conducive to outdoor practice that time, we encourage being outside for the running and activities parts of the practice whenever possible, however. But that is all up to the discretion of the coaches. Coach attendance, all coaches are expected to be at practice for at least 90% of the scheduled practices. If for whatever reason there's a conflict where you are unable to attend practice, please just communicate that with the other coaches on your team so that way they can plan to host the practice without you. If for whatever reason that will leave the practice short a coach and the girl to coach ratio will be off, please let me know immediately so we can try to get you a sub coach for that one practice so that you're not out of ratio and don't have to cancel practice that day. Participant attendance. Sites are strongly encouraged, like I said, to take attendance using the Raceplanner app at all practices, not only for program quality assurance, but it does help us make sure that every girl is receiving the same equitable level of access to our program. Transportation and pickup from practice. Guardians are responsible for dropping off and picking up their GOTR girls on time for the program. If a family member is excessively late for pickup 3 times in a season, their participant may be removed from the team for the remainder of the season, which goes back to why it's so important to keep track of the attendance. Parents at a virtual practice. Family members should remind girls when the practices are and assist with logging into the practice session as needed. They should not participate in or be on the call during practice. They are encouraged to schedule a separate meeting with the coaches or GOTR Nova staff if need be. And that goes for in-person practices as well. We don't want the parents to be at practice unless they are a practice partner or a coach.
Along with that, we do have various partners in the community that are a resource for you, such as Women Giving Back. If you would like to contact them, they have free clothing available for children and includes sports bras, tennis shoes, socks, etc. They do not have any in-person shopping, so they have a bag-to-go system where they pack the bag for you and it's available for pickup. You can contact them for more information, as well as Bras, which is another organization that we partner with, which they also help with hygiene products and undergarments available. This is also a good opportunity for Community Impact Project, which is towards the end of the GOTR season. If the girls on the team wanted to collect bras or any other material that Bras may accept, that would be a great opportunity. And then lastly, we have the Clothesline in Arlington, which is for Arlington residents, and this also is a clothing resource for your girls, and you can also contact them for a pickup option on the clothes. And with that, thank you guys so much for making it through with us, and please contact us, and if you have any questions, we're here for you, we're here to support you, and we are hoping for a wonderful fall season.
Thank you.